Bitcoin, technical analysis, and macroeconomic fundamentals. By the end of this stream, you'll have everything you need to know about Bitcoin before anyone else does. Guaranteed. Getting into it right away. What is technical analysis? Technical analysis is a reaction to price action movement. There hasn't been any price action movement, but that's not going to stop us. There's no rest for the wicked. It's not like I can just sleep in and not do something at all. So let's crunch some numbers. We're going to find out what is the historical length of this bull run, what we can expect this bull run. So here we go back to 2013, about 1,140 days, give or take. You know, who knows? I can't even read these I can't even read these numbers, these charts down here. I'm lucky that TradingView even goes back that far. 2017 bull run lasted. We're going from bottom to top here, by the way, around 1,070 days, 1,070 days for the 2017 bull run. And then, of course, the 2021 from bottom to the top, 1,060. So those are the three bull runs so far. When you average out that number, it gets to about 1,100. It's a little bit less, but let's just use round numbers here. We don't want to confuse anybody. So far, this bull run has lasted about 800 days. It's hard to believe it's lasted 800 days. That's almost 3 years. Well, we are coming to the end of it. This is the last year, right? We're going from bottom to top, mind you. So if we were to extend, let's call it the average is 1,100, right? 1,100 for these bull run before we peak out. Now we're at, let's call it 300 days. Now, this isn't, exact day science. It's just an average. So let's go out 300 days from here. 180, 212, 243, 273. Now, 275, the low end of the average, would take us to October 1st, 2021. And, oh, damn it, I touched the button. I didn't really, my finger just went, okay, and did it. Anyway, where were we? October, that's 273 days now. 304 days, which is the exact average of all the bull run lengths before we peak out. This is the peak average, right? Will take us to November 1st. Now, this is on the monthly chart, so things are going on the one. But you can see that it's just following almost exactly every bull run. Even though, the longer this bull run actually goes on, the harder it gets. Because we have something, most of us in here, we're all, not our first rodeo, so to speak. Maybe this is your first rodeo. If it is, welcome. I hope you don't get bucked off the bull here. But what we get is we have round trippers anxiety, I call it, right? So for me, I still have it, even though I have a low time horizon, which is 8 years out. I still have round trippers anxiety. Not taking any off the top, some cushion, if it were, you wait all this, you wait through the bear market, for me, making these videos in the bear market when, nothing's happening and no one really cares. You want to take a little bit off the top, maybe, just to make life a little easier, right? I don't have intentions of that. So I intend on holding for another 2 cycles anyway. So it's a little bit easier for me because I don't really care about the swings, these violent price fluctuations that we all experience, right? But they still affect me on a sticker price scenario. When the price goes down, I feel it. I also feel it like an internet empath. I can, sense people's the social sentiment, if it were, whether it's salty or euphoric. But round trippers anxiety starts to come at every peak, right? Because as soon as we hit another all-time high, people start thinking, oh, maybe I should, maybe I should take some off the top right now. It's a little frothy. We go through all these things, and then you don't. And then if you don't, for me, I'm prepared for whatever October 1st, November 1st, that peak of the market, if you were based on historical markets. I'm prepared for that because I don't really care. It's just I'm a round tripper. That's just what my lot in life is, a round tripper for 2 more cycles at least till Duke's 18. Bruce Mai says the trick is getting as close to the top as possible. Yeah, that's like trying to get your lottery ticket as close to the winning numbers as possible. Can some people do it? Yeah. But it's a very small portion of the population. I would say less than 1% to get out at the top. It's really like trying to balance an egg on a table, right? It's like some people can do it. Can you? I can't. So that's where the round tripper's anxiety starts to come into play hardcore, because nobody wants to, especially if you're over leveraged in this. So I don't mean like in a trade over leverage. I mean, let's say you've put a little bit too much of your cushion into Bitcoin and you're like, I got to get some out, like I don't want to round trip this. When that happens, if you're in that scenario, the round trip anxiety gets even harder, and it builds and it builds and it builds. So in conclusion to this mathematical probability, based on the past 3 bull cycles, they average 1,100 days. We are in day 800. Around, I mean, it's not exact day, but we're around these numbers. So there's the logically, until the cycle is completely broken, got 300 more days. Now, I don't know about you, but it feels like the past few months has been harder than even the bear market because of the round tripper's anxiety, right? We're always, as soon as we don't exist at all-time highs for but a second. Boom, we hit it and we're down again, right? That's what all-time highs are. We're not supposed to stay at them. We never do. All we do is hit them, go down, and then eventually break them. Now, when you hit the round trip, you're not going to break them for another 2 years. It's going to be interesting because this next bear market. Think about what's going to happen. You have the TARD-FI financial industrial complex coming in. They're like, holy smokes, this Web3 thing, she's not going away. We should start maybe putting some money into it. So now you're going to get some big Wall Street money into building out the future. They're late to the game, but they'll be in. And I was thinking, like when the tokenization of everything comes into play, which it will, because one of the, besides the sticker price of Bitcoin number go up, seducing everybody, the underlying technology, like the immutable ledger, that is something that I think people don't talk about enough. Like, I'm trying to, there it is, balanced. The immutable ledger. What could we use that for? I guess collecting data and maybe storing data, maybe storing information, maybe storing ownership of things. So when I think of how the tokenization of everything will occur eventually, because that's just evolution, right? We want things faster, stronger. Buying something from a bank, and then it goes to the DDCC, and then it sends the bank back something, and then you have it, and you want to sell it. You at the bank, and then it goes like, it's so stupid. So it's eventually going to get hacked out. The friction we have now is all the dinosaurs wanting to keep their business and jobs. Like, well, we don't like this. We like to be the third party in between guy. Yeah, we screw up all the time, but that's just because we're a business. Anyway, evolution, science, medicine, it advances one funeral at a time, they say. So an interesting aspect is, and maybe it's out there because I don't really pay attention to alts or what's being built, so to speak, what's being built out. But you would think that, a business that would be Web3 would be wills, so what happens to when everything's tokenized and everything's on there, immutable, like it's there. I wonder what happens when people pass away. What happens to those things locked on the ledger? You know what I mean? There will have to be a smart contract, like a will of sorts, a will coin, if that's something that will, allow, and in the event of someone's untimely death, what happens to these tokens? Where do they go? Where do they immediately fire off to? Are they held in some sort of blockchain escrow of sorts? But like, so for instance, how many Bitcoins have been lost by people, going on a safari and being eaten by a lion? Not many, but you know what I mean. I'm trying not to use that term because, YouTube's hard on me as it is. If I put any of these dark words here, they say, gone. We'll just bury it. You know what I mean? If you go somewhere and you get eaten by a lion or something like that, what happens to those people's Bitcoin? A lot of them they disappear. They become everyone else's stack, so to speak. Like in the concept of Michael Saylor, like he said that he's probably going to get eaten by a lion and let his Bitcoin go into the lion's stomach, so to speak, and then it'll poop it out. It'll poop it out at big gains for everyone that's holding. Can you imagine that? Now, I'm pretty sure that maybe there's some will be left in a foundation. He feels like a responsible little so-and-so, not just like, as much as he would pump everyone's bags, right? He's probably has a contingency plan for the future of his life's work, so to speak. So that'll be interesting. Let me know. Do you guys know if there's a will coin, that will unlock these smart contracts? But I guess it gets a little hairy because you would need passwords and passcodes, and then people don't want to do that. It's weird, right? And then I was actually thinking about like a kidnapping ransomware type thing where you have a certain code that, like, it's like, I don't want to say bank, but it's like a third party that you have to go to, because I was reading about the ledger guy who got kidnapped. When he gives his code, it's like, oh, I need to access some Bitcoins, and he puts a code, there's a word in there that's like a red flag, like I'm being kidnapped or something like that. Today is a massive day in the macro geopolitical sphere, because we have the FOMC meeting and we have basically the tech giants going to unleash hell on the market. So it's baked in that nothing's going to happen with the FOMC. I think I have, what did I do here? There's one caveat to what's going to happen or what's not going to happen. It's 100% that they just keep the rates as is, 4.25 or 4.5. I don't know. I don't really care. I feel like we've grown out of this. Like the way the market moves when there's like a, let's just say it, they reduce the rates. Yeah, I guess it'll be bullish, right? It'll catch the market off guard. But if they just sustain it, or even, I can't see them putting it up, but who knows? You know what I mean? It's like the Bitcoin price in this bull market won't be that affected. It'll just basically kind of shake out the next move. We'll get to the next move here. We're going to do some quick little bareback TA too. But the only thing that is like the wild card is this.
You said that you would demand that the interest rates come down.
Well, I would put in a strong statement.
Do you expect the Fed to listen to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, like, I also wanted to see, this is some questions I was thinking about besides the will thing. Have you guys come up against the woke mind virus in the people that are close to you, to the point where you don't actually bring things up because it's such a touchy subject? I find this Trump thing is a very touchy subject because I have to be honest, his sense of humor is what I would probably be buddies with. You know what I mean? Like does he come off like a little bit of a jerk? Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, I think all my friends that I share the same sense of humor with, it's all based on, I wouldn't call it gallows humor, but it's self-deprecating. It's a confident, it's an arrogance type thing to it. And I don't know about you, but I appreciate it. So when I see him talking, man, to me, he's almost like a stand-up comedian. Like I thought it was AI. This one video, I should have it. Andre P, 100 viewers, only 50 likes. Can you believe that, Andre P? Can you believe that? I can. It was like he was doing a stand-up routine. He was talking about Sleepy Joe Biden, and it was so funny. It's like, this can't be a speech. And it was just him talking. It was unbelievable. Like, so in my life, I have certain people that have the Trump derangement syndrome, that they just don't like Trump, for I don't know why. And so Sneaky Pete, like the stream, he says. So the conversations are weird because it's just like a brick wall. I find most of the other brick walls are coming down, like the DEI stuff and the blue haired things and stuff like that. Those are coming down, but I feel like there's still a huge brick wall. I find it interesting because I can hold two thoughts at once. I can not like something but still appreciate its importance. I can like something but appreciate its vulnerability, or maybe it's how useless it might be, and still like it. I can hold all these things in my mind. So Trump is one of those things that you juggle a lot, for me anyway, because I got to tell you, a lot of the things that he's trying to do is kind of up my alley of meritocracy, if that makes sense. Like being an old school hustler with no family money, there was nothing easy for me to do. It's still a huge grind. Every day is a grind. So there isn't any like freebies for a guy like me. And so when someone's talking about meritocracy, it speaks my language, because life is hard, especially, that's what I try to tell Duke all the time. It's like, you need skills, buddy, because life is hard. As a man, life is hard. There's no one looking out for you. You're either going to dance on the quicksand or you're going to sink really fast. So you need these skills, because, and I try to pump it into his head, you have to be skilled up. And so when I see like an era of unskilled people excelling, first off, there's a negative divergence to it in the sense that you can't have unskilled people excelling, people excelling and their skills going down. That's just going to collapse. It'll collapse under the pressure because they're incapable of doing well, because they don't have any skills or talent. So how are they going to really exceed? Now, some will rise to the occasion, I guess, put in the spot. But like I've said before, with the whole loser things, losers lose. That's why they're losers. And so the more, it seemed obvious to me that Trump was going to win because of the heavy loser situation going on. It's like everyone that was in that administration was kind of a loser and is like talking nonsense. And I feel like they were all just, infected by the mind virus. And it can. Which button is this? Sneaky P, vaporizers, a fellow Canadian, stuck behind the maple curtain, you see. Duke fan club, light them likes up for Duck Duck. All right, let's do a little minor pentatonic. Thank you very much for the super chat, Sneaky Pete. Like them likes up for Duke. That would be 2 days in a row, 70. Don't think we're going to get there. I don't know if you're on YouTube. Let's see here, 120 on YouTube, and you haven't liked. Well, Duke comes out and closes the show at 100 likes. I felt yesterday he really knocked it out of the park. But let's get back to some situations here. I was looking at this guy. He's always good. If you don't follow Jesse Cohen. Oh, where am I? Let's go here. Where am I here? Yeah. A day of high drama waits as Fed and Meg 7 earnings take center stage. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a wild ride. Here's what you need to know. The Federal Reserve will announce its January rate decision, followed by Jerome Powell's post-meeting press conference. Besides the Fed, earnings from Meta, Microsoft, and Tesla are on the agenda. Yeah. Those are big hitters. They do move the market. up or down, depending on, how bullish or bearish that comes out. Now, I can't wait to hear, once all the accounting is in place for MicroStrategy, man, those earnings are going to be hilarious. The Fed FOMC meeting's at 2 p.m., so that would be 1 p.m. Canadian time or Central Mountain Time, and noon, I guess, for Sneaky Pete over on the West Coast. Fed funds futures, say that 3 times. Fed funds futures signal a 98% chance that interest rates will remain parked at the current 4.25 to 4.5 range. Show more. Why don't you show everything? Oh, now I'm here. Let's get out of here. Meta Platform reports at 4, which is 3 and 1. Meta is expected to deliver another strong quarter as the tech behemoth continues to benefit from its AI-powered advertising tools and expanding revenue streams across Instagram, WhatsApp, and its growing metaverse initiative. Plus, there might be a little more testosterone up in Zuckerberg's blood. So that will change business for sure, because now he's doing what most men do, trying to move mountains and trying to make a huge change. That's what the testosterone does. That's that's what happens. Carl Elder gifted 5 pianomattyb memberships, keeping the lights on in this Canadian one-man show. Thank you very much, Carl Elder, keeping the lights on in this one-man show up here in Canada. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Microsoft reports at 4, which is 3 or 1. Microsoft has been riding high on the strength of Azure Cloud Business as it and its burgeoning AI initiatives, including its popular Copilot feature integrated into Office and other applications, none of which I've even heard of because I'm trapped in the Apple ecosphere. I can't get out. I would. If someone could just instantly flip me, I would probably try something else, but until then, I'm locked in. Tesla reports at 4, which is 3 or 1. The EV leader caps the day with Q4 FY 2024 earnings report, and expectations are mixed. Analysts project Tesla's revenue to climb 8% on an annual basis to 71. It doesn't matter. It's like things that happen with Tesla is that every time it's positive, it tanks anyway, right? So a lot of these are seldom news events. It's people love to get out of the gates. And is it going to be good for Teslas? It's the pros that are selling the events, so to speak, because they know what's going to happen, and they just look for exit liquidity. Sneaky Beat vaporizer DeepSeek. What a disruptor! No doubt, eh? It's pretty funny. It is a little bit of a technical or tech industry black swan, but I think if anything, it saved a lot of people from a rug pull, because like all these billions, it was like an untouched walled garden. We need billions of dollars to protect you and to advance AI before anyone else does. It turns out you don't. But that's the amazing thing of the exponential rate of technology. Like what's stopping AI? That's how AI goes so fast, because it just learns from each other. And the next thing you know, it's Terminator, and we're all in a lion's stomach. I guess that's going to be my new code word. So the 4-hour chart, you can see we are just following this arbitrary doodle, this line to a T. We tried to get over. We threw a long hair don't care wick over above, got rejectoid, came back, built up steam again, hit our head, lower high, might add. So we are still in a downward progression, even though we are, this is the 4-hour chart, right? So this is like Christopher Nolan stuff. Like this is downwards, but if you go and look at the daily, we're in a channel of ascension, channel descension, channel of ascension. So we have retested the bottom, which is normal, which is our channel of eternal monotony and our channel of ascension. Perfect. It's just perfect reactive TA here following this chop suey. Really, I feel like the market is in a snooze fest, based waiting for 90 likes. Holy, 10 more likes. The dude gets out here. Waiting for the FOMC meeting, because we're at this stage where, even doesn't matter what it says, it's a little bit of noise for the market to react. The bots, right? It's not like retail's waiting, going, "I'd love to buy Bitcoin, but I gotta know what Jerry Pow is going to say at this FOMC meeting before I put any of my hard-earned cash." And the normies don't know any of this nor care. Like, it takes me everything to care. It's funny how, like, I never thought I would watch the things. I watched the press conference yesterday. Like, that's what I did. I never thought I would do it. I never watched it before because the woman there, I can't remember her name. She was like the gay DEI hire there. She was just so annoying that, like, I can't handle political talk where they don't answer a question and they just like reroute it backwards and forwards and they never answer it. Just give us a goddamn answer. Is that so hard? And I think that's why I liked it, because she was like, this is 2 + 2 = 4 anyway. This is the daily chart. We're right in the middle, the 50-yard line of this. So we're in no man's land, which makes sense at a FOMC meeting to be in complete no man's land. Well, is it bullish or is it bearish? Nobody knows. The pros know. Kareen, that's right. Bruce, that's her name, Kareen. She's hard to look at too, on a aesthetic level. My mom's going to say, don't say those things. That's on the weekly, 2 green candles in a row. Since we hit this bullish flag, this is the bull flag here that goes to, I think, 190 or something like that. 100 likes. Holy smokes, we did it. 1 second. I just said, Duke, we got 100 likes. Hopefully you heard that. I heard him. He has his gaming headphones on now. So 1 second. I might have to go up and get him. He does have they're noise canceling. Hold on. Oh, one more time. Anyway, I'll keep talking here. See if he. I was gonna say. I'll go get him 1 second. Let's see. I'll put on a song, and I'll be right back. The song won't play in its entirety. Let's put on some Green Dots. CZ, Elon Musk, Kevin, Tyler, Winklevoss, Michael Saylor, Kathy Woods, Brian Armstrong. We found out Mashinsky lied, Chucky Munger finally died. Everybody stacking sats, Laser Eyes and Diamond Hands. Rome Powell, Justin Sun, BitBoys, Lamborghini's gone. Coinbase, Uniswap, Andreas, Antonopoulos, Jamal, Palahapatia, Central Banks and Dirty Fiat, BlackRock, ETF, SBF didn't kill himself. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world was turning. We didn't start the fire, though we didn't light it. We tried to fight it. Ethereum, Solana, Bonk, Pepper, Ada, Polkadot, Anatoly Yakovenko, Sergey Nazarov, Polygon, Filecoin, Ziba, Ibu, Dogecoin, XRP, BNB, Tether, and USDC. Ran from Crypto Banter, James from Advanced Answers, Altcoin, Daily Twins, Love Vitalik, Buterin, BlockFi, Voyager, Celsius, and FTX. Dirty Gary Gensler, I can't take it anymore. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning, the world was turning. We didn't start the fire, though we didn't light it. We tried to fight it. Max Kaiser, Stacey Herbert, Gene Robin, Lex Freeman. Okay, here we got Deck Duck here. What are we gonna play today? We got over 100 likes. Can you believe that? 2 days in a row. What are we gonna do, buddy? Are you working on anything these days? What?
Who can it be now?
Oh, my favorite, Men at Work. Let's do it.
Who can it be knocking at my door? Go away, don't come down here no more. Can't you see that it's late at night? I'm very tired, and I'm not feeling right. All I wish is to be alone. Stay away, don't you invade my home. Best off if you hang outside. Don't come in. I've done no harm, I keep to myself. There's nothing wrong with my state of mental health. I lay here with my childhood friend. Here they come, those villains again. Who can it be? Who can it be now? 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 He set the handcuff to take me away. Why do they follow me? It's not the future that I can see. It's just for fantasy.
You got a super chat from Brad Beckham. Thank you, Brad. Is this a solo section? Nice. All right, back to the chorus.
Who can it be now? 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 Oh,
Hey.
oh, oh. Who can it be now? Oh, who can it be now? Oh, who can it be now? Oh, yeah.
Nice job, buddy.
I know you're gonna scream at me.
Scream? When do I ever scream at you?
You just screamed at me.
I was trying to get your attention. Anyway, would you want you bearish or bullish? What's up? You got red on your. What's that? Strawberries? Okay. All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. That was great. Good solo section. Big day today, folks. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Or actually, stay tuned for all that crazy FOMC meeting and all the big tech companies. Gonna be crazy.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video.